It's Friday, April 6th. Very good Friday, 2012. You've tuned into the 404 show on CNET TV. I'm Jeff Bacalar.
And I'm Justin Yu, and this is the show where every Friday should be this good.
You're damn straight, sir.
It's okay so far.
A happy Good Friday to everybody. A happy Passover, happy Easter, and all that good stuff.
I've had better Fridays.
You've had better Fridays?
No, this one's shaping up to be all right. We got a special guest in the studio today.
Yes, we do. Ladies and gentlemen, allow us to introduce longtime friend, brand new CBS Interactive hire, our good buddy Zach. What's up, dude?
What's going on?
Yeah, that's
Thank you for the invitation onto the show.
Play the R2D2.
There you go.
Welcome. There you go. That's how we welcome all of our guests.
It's not official until RTD2 welcomes me onto the show.
R2D2?
Have you seen Star Wars before?
No.
Get out!
That's why I'm here.
So, Zach's a good buddy of ours, and you've only been with the company for what?
It's been 3 months.
Yeah, you're enjoying your time here?
I'm enjoying my time.
Yeah?
Even though you work under our good friend Stupid Andy?
Stupid Andy's not stupid. He pretends to be stupid, but I think he's actually the smartest guy at this company.
You can be honest in here. He's not in here.
No,
right
I'm
now.
being honest. He plays it off like he's dumb, and he has no idea what's going on, but he's got a hidden agenda.
Yeah.
Which we don't know about yet, but it's going to come out sooner or later.
I want people who are listening, maybe they recognize your voice in some capacity.
Ah.
Little Easter egg, little hidden secret about the 404. Our good buddy Zach was actually the voice behind none other than Tuna Tuesday.
Yes.
Were you not,
That is
sir?
very
I
cool.
was.
You were.
That was a while ago.
It was, man.
We should start that up again.
Yeah.
Well, hey.
Maybe Tuna passed, but she has a friend that's still around.
Okay.
We could do something different.
All right.
All right. I'm looking forward to the possibilities.
They're endless.
All right.
We'll do it.
I forgot that you were the voice of Tuna Tuesday.
Tuna Tuesday.
We haven't heard
Can
from
you
her
give
in
us
so
like
long.
a little taste of what she used to sound like, if people remember?
Tuna Friday?
Hello, boys. It's a wonderful Tuesday. It's Tina Schwartz.
Yes, it was Tina Schwartz.
It was Tina Schwartz. This morning I had a tuna melt, and for lunch I'm going to make myself some tuna tartare. And we're going to wrap it up for dinner. We're going to have tuna casserole.
It's a lot of tuna, man.
She thrived. That's why there's a shortage of tuna right now.
And that's why she's got so much mercury in her blood.
She's pure mercury. She's not even human at this point.
Even your facial expression kind of transforms into like an older woman.
Well, I grew up with a lot of older Jewish women, so
Yeah.
it's
Clearly.
easy to just take on the face.
Yeah. Understandable.
Which is, I guess, a
May the
good thing.
Schwartz be with you.
That's what Jared was saying. There is a specific reason we brought you on for the first half of the show
it wasn't
today.
just to hang out.
It wasn't just to hang out. We see you enough around the office.
Fair enough.
I wanted to bring up something that Justin and I have covered a while ago. A little site called Grouper. All right. Now, I want to sort of refresh everyone's memory a little bit. You were involved personally with a Grouper event last night.
I was, yes.
And so, sort of like catch us up. What exactly is
All right,
Grouper?
so Grouper is it's a new way of it's a dating service, but it's not really a service because you have the connotation of service with a monthly fee,
Right.
something that you pay. This is a one-time thing. You could do it multiple times, but you pay as you go, basically.
Okay.
So I live with 2 other guys, and one of them signed up for it.
Let's say that one of them is my brother.
One of them is your brother. He didn't. It wasn't him that did the signing up for it. It was our other roommate that signed up for it. So what happens is you sign up for it, and they do all the correspondence. So you got Grouper, then you got the guy, and then on the other side of Grouper, there's a random girl who we've never met before.
So completely blind.
Completely blind. So how it works is Grouper basically takes. They talk to one guy, and they talk to one girl, and they don't let them communicate at all. And they basically give them a time and place to meet that works for everybody. And they say, all right, guy and girl, you guys are going to meet at point A, Thursday night, 9 o'clock, at this bar in New York City.
Right.
Now, each of you bring 2 friends. And it basically turns into a 3-on-3 blind date.
Yeah.
So it's not like they kind of market it as it's a blind date one-on-one, and you just so happen to bring your 2 friends along with
That
you.
seems silly.
This sounds like an orgy waiting to happen.
No, well, I haven't gotten to that part yet.
Orgy.com.
but that's how they market it. But really, it's just a 3-on-3 blind date. It's not
Okay.
like just because A and B, the one guy and one girl that set it up, they're going to just sit and talk, and the other 4 people are just going
Right.
to watch them.
Right.
It's really it's an intermingling of 6 people, 3 guys, 3 girls.
So it's like, hey, we're going on a date. be you bring 2 friends, I'll bring 2 friends.
Well, it's kind of like
and we'll see where the night takes us.
We'll see where it goes. It's kind of like it's almost like a trip to the urologist. You want to be in and out. You know what I mean? Whether the results are good or bad, like let's just
and
do
as painless as possible.
As painless as possible. You don't know what you're walking into.
Yeah,
let's just get it in and out. No pictures, or I don't want to know where you're from.
Really?
Or what you. So yeah, you know nothing about the person.
Right, but I feel like most people. I know you like to joke, but most people are searching for a potential relationship here.
Of course,
right?
But I think their selling point is that forget about all the nonsense involved with stalking somebody and seeing who they're friends with or what your circle is. Let's just put you together. And there's no games involved. Let's just see what happens, and we'll take it from there.
What sounds cool about this site is that with most online dating websites like Match.com or OkCupid, you got to fill out a bunch of really annoying surveys, and they match you up based on some kooky algorithm that probably doesn't work properly.
Okay.
With Grouper, it sounds a little different. They extract information from your Facebook profile,
Yes.
and that's how they match you up with people, which is really cool because I feel like most people are a little more honest on their Facebook because there's actually people they know on there.
Yeah, but Zach, explain this to me because I was sort of blown away by this fact. The grouper finds the venue.
Yeah, they set it up for you. So the guys each pay $20 each.
Yeah.
All right. So that's $60
Do the
right there.
girls pay anything?
The girls pay $20 each as well.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So they're paying, which is kind of cool because
That's $120 now.
well, okay, so that's $120, and now Grouper will take half of it, and the other half will go to the bar. And your first drink is on the house. That's how it works.
So they partner with these
Exactly.
venues.
So
Okay.
basically, the bar is walking away with the first, their first round of drinks is on them. Not really though, because you paid for it, and the other $60 is going to Grouper.
So the venue doesn't get a cut.
No, the venue does get a cut. They're getting half of it, basically.
All right.
You're paying for the drinks in advance.
Right. And
That's
then
how
you're
Grouper
obviously
makes
going to
money.
have
So
more
if
than
it
one
comes out
drink.
to $120,
Sure.
the venue takes 60 and Grouper
Gotcha.
takes 60. That's a 50% profit margin right
Yeah.
there. I mean, the one thing though is that longevity behind it. Like, how many times can you really go on these? Are you going to become a serial grouper?
Right.
Basically?
And once you go on the first date, you don't have to use Grouper to keep setting up those
Of
dates,
course
right?
not, because
Of
guess
course
what?
not.
You could grab those persons'
phone numbers.
Unless the deals that they offer on the website, if they partner with like a Groupon type coupon service.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
that
that's too
could
much
be a good
group.
business model.
Too much group going on.
But this is what I want to know: is
Yeah.
do the other 2 friends that both parties bring along have to be on Grouper as well, or can you just bring whoever you want?
That's why you just have. That's what's kind of cool about this site. There's the technicalities behind it are very. It's very seamless.
Okay.
You've just got one guy that sets it up on behalf of his buddies, one girl that sets it up on behalf of her friends.
Gotcha.
And Grouper gets in the middle of it and says, "All right, fight. Let's just do this."
Round one.
Round one.
That's really interesting because you have no idea what kind of friends they're gonna bring.
Well, they could be. All right, so the one we met up with these 3 girls last
Yeah,
night.
Right.
tell
So
us
now,
the
so now we
details on
want to
what
know.
happened.
All right,
yeah.
so first off,
let's
all
hear it.
Me and my roommates, we all live together. So the 3 of us grab a cab. We go downtown. We go to this undisclosed location. We walk in there, and they hype it up as being, of course, Grouper in their emails like, "Oh, this place is ultra hip and it's a lounge and all this nonsense."
Okay.
There was 4 people in the bar.
That's it.
Well, here's what's funny. We walk in the bar and we just look around. And we don't see a group of 3 girls because that would be, too obvious that they're
Sure.
And we're there first.
Okay.
So we walk in there. All of a sudden, the bartender comes like running around from the other side of the bar, and me and the guy just like, "Oh my God!" He comes running out the other side of the bar, and it was kind of like the music just stopped in the bar. Everybody looked at us, and he was just like, "Are you guys here for the Grouper?"
Hey, you're the online dating guys, right? Welcome.
It's kind of like
That's so embarrassing.
when you're going to the supermarket to get tampons for your girlfriend. And
Exactly.
you're
Wait,
price check.
Price check. And then we just all look at each other. And my one roommate goes and just does a complete 180 and just storms after.
No.
I'm
Oh my
kidding.
God.
But I grab him by the neck. I'm like, "You're coming." And the guy's just like, "You guys are here for Grouper, right?" We're like, Yeah, totally Grouper,
Wait,
right?
so did you know what the girl looked like?
Nothing.
No,
They don't
no.
give you the picture at
Nothing. No
Oh
name.
my God.
I'm not
Nothing.
sure.
Can you even
that's-
specify what kind of girl you're looking for
Well,
in terms
here's
of
okay,
physical
but
stuff?
like you said before, with Facebook. So they looked up my one roommate on Facebook. They had
Uh-huh.
the other girl. I think what they do is they say there's an algorithm behind it.
Mm-hmm.
That's nonsense. I think what they do is they just match people up that aren't friends on Facebook.
Right.
Because if you're already, or they look at mutual friends.
You
they
think
see,
that's what it is?
Maybe they
I mean,
if they see that you share interests on stuff that you've liked.
Yeah, but
or-
who really? I mean, guys in their mid-20s. We're not 14-year-old girls.
Right.
At least
right.
on the outside, we aren't. But,
Yeah, I say that I
we're-
like Tabasco sauce
yeah,
on my Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, I say
Like
that, I like Led Zeppelin on my Facebook page,
Right,
but,
right.
I think they keep it very simple. They're like, all right, this guy and this girl, they have no mutual friends. born in 85, went to a Big Ten school, went to a party school, and they're just like, screw it, let's just throw it out
Yeah.
there.
You sure you're a guy?
enough,
All right, go ahead.
You've passed the test.
So, yeah, so we sit down. The first round of drinks obviously is on them. Drinks come to us.
Wait.
Yeah.
You missed a crucial part of the story.
What's
so
up?
the girls come up to you
Oh,
and they
no,
identify
they're
themselves?
They're not
still
there
not
yet.
there yet. They're
Oh,
still not
okay.
there
All
yet.
right.
Oh, the party's just
yeah,
begun.
Yeah, so we're sitting at this huge table, this huge wooden table that has, first off, it has a reserved thing on it.
Oh,
like the
jeez.
place needs a reserve. There was
Well,
about,
that's no fault of Grouper.
of course.
That's,
So
yeah.
that quickly went right off the table
Of
because
course.
yeah, that's not going there. So first it was strategy. Where do you want to sit?
Right.
You know,
Look at
so-
Justin
yeah.
eating this
Well,
up.
I'm also interested to see what your criteria for bringing these wingmen are. You know what I mean? Like, are they single? Are
This was
they-
just convenient
Okay.
because we all live with each
They
other.
all live together.
And
They're
we're all
mostly
single.
singles.
But they
so-
were uglier than you, right? You purposely chose uglier friends
I
so
didn't
that you would
choose
look
it.
more attractive.
Well, that's how they always do.
John looks like me. My brother looks like me. So come on, what are you trying to
Oh,
say?
right, I
there?
forgot it was
He's a
your
good-looking guy, right?
But so we all, you know, we think we're being strategic here. We all sit at different places. You know, I'm over here, John's over here, Ryan's over here. The girls finally come in like 15 minutes later. They come, they're like, "Oh, we apologize, we're sorry," and it's the first initial reaction that we see.
Oh, jeez.
I know one of them.
No.
Because that's the thing is that since they didn't use my Facebook information, they used
Because you're the
Ryan-
most freaking popular person on the internet. I forgot.
Totally. So, but no, they used Ryan's information. So I guess Ryan's not friends with the girl on Facebook, but I'm friends with her on Faces. So they were just like
Faces.
Faces. So I guess they assumed nothing of it. Now, I didn't know her like we're buddies and we chat all the time. I met her at a party through a mutual
So
friend.
that's your relationship with her? That you just knew who
I
she
just knew
was?
who she
Okay, you weren't
was.
friend- you
That
weren't-
might be kind of better, actually, because then you have a launch pad.
Yeah, it took away from the
broke the
awkward
ice.
moment at first.
Sure.
We're just like, oh, we know each other, right? I'm like, yeah. I
So
think
now-
I tried to hit on you at
so-
a bar once.
So you knew the
One of them.
Groupon girl or one of the friends?
It just so happened she was the grouper girl.
Okay.
And so
Go
we
on.
sit down, we get to talking. So they all squeeze next to each other and sit on the couch. So it's 1, 2, 3, right next to each other, squeezed up.
Right.
Ryan shifts over towards me, and John, since this table is huge,
Yeah.
he's like 5 feet away from everybody. He's got to lean up and be like,
Yeah.
he's got to throw a paper airplane across the table just to get his question across.
Sure, okay.
So we go around the room, and it's just like, all right, what do you do? What
Oh,
do you do?
was,
What do you
was
do?
it like that?
They were cool girls. They were good looking. I don't know what they were looking. Maybe they were just looking for love in all the wrong places. But the one girl said she did this last week. And they went out with these guys that were new to New York, whatever that means. Maybe some Southern gentlemen.
Right.
Sure.
And they went out and it led to tequila, and they were partying until like 3 in the morning.
God, okay.
Which kind of led me to believe, right, these girls are fun, but at the same time, she's back on Gruber.
Take two.
And then the other girl, as she said, they found out the next morning, not because one of them woke up next to them, but because they went on Facebook, they got their last names. One of the guys that was on the date was actually engaged.
Okay, yeah. No, but on the
But
website, they say you don't have to
You don't
be
have
single.
to be single friends.
Wow,
That's
that's such a major caveat.
Because it's not supposed to be a dating website
Of
explicitly.
course.
It's just to meet
It's just
people.
to
It's a
meet
friend,
people.
But
like a friend finder.
let's cut through the crap.
Everyone's
okay?
trying to
It's
get
kind
laid.
of crappy.
Everyone's
if you,
trying to get banged out. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I
you're
get
not.
it.
You're,
That's
you-
what
there's-
unites us all.
But you're not on Grouper because you want to have a platonic relationship with
no, I
somebody.
get it.
yeah,
You know,
But,
you
you know-
want to do make things happen.
Yeah, but that's how they market themselves. They don't want any pressure on you. They're basically,
Right.
like beforehand we were saying, what types of groups of girls could we bring, or could end up showing up? You could have the 2 sisters and the one disgusting friend who hasn't,
The grenade.
who hasn't gotten it in like 8 years, and they're just bringing her along. You
Yeah.
can get the 3 crazy girls
You're
that work
rolling the
together.
dice. You're
know what I
rolling
mean?
the dice,
You can
man.
literally get anything. You can get 3 dudes that show up, dressed as women. I don't know. I mean,
that
the,
would be
the
interesting.
possibilities are endless.
Right.
But we show up. We ended up talking. Obviously, we're talking. We were forcing conversation. They weren't into it,
They
which
weren't
is fine.
into
It was a loss. Not
But why don't you think? So why didn't it work out? Because you guys are
It's signals.
personable. You
We-
guys are. You
we're
guys
out.
are. You have your quirks, but you guys are fun to hang out with. What? Why didn't it register?
like I said, you could just tell. No, I'm not going to disclose. We knew where they were from, what their what Daddy did. It was
Yeah.
obvious. One of them didn't work and still lived in Manhattan,
Right.
in a penthouse. Like
Sure.
they shouldn't be on Groupon. If they wanted to
Grouper.
get a grouper, they should be down on Wall Street. Those are but those guys can do better. You know what I
So
mean?
these are
It's-
not typically girls that you would walk up to in a bar?
No, I would, but I get rejected right away if I walked up to them at a bar.
Right.
This was just a long, stretched out rejection.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my. It was
A gradual rejection.
But we were talking, you know, John held his own. Ryan was doing well. We were talking TV. Another problem was the bar was cool. It looked cool. There was no liquor. There was beer and wine.
That's it?
So usually you need that social lubricant of tequila. You need vodka. You need something to spice up. Even if it's not going well, you say to the waitress, like, all right, sweetheart, bring over 3 shots of tequila.
Right.
Let's get 6 shots of tequila. Let's get the ball rolling here. But then one of them, you know, I'm good with signals. One of them was like leaning back in the chair, and like her hands might as well have just been down her pants, like Al Bundy. Like she just didn't care.
She had given up entirely.
Yeah, she's just like
bored.
She had loosened her pants.
Yeah, she's burping and she's like, oh, you know, she's scratching her back.
Wait,
and
she was
just-
bored?
No, burping. I mean, she might as
It
well.
sounds
have
like she
done
was
that.
bored. She wasn't having fun.
Yeah, they were on their cell phones. At one point, I looked over at the three of them on their
That's
cell
a
phones. I
deal
looked over at
breaker.
them and I was just like, you guys texting each other or something?
But were you also making non-verbal agreements with your buddies to like sort of pair off? You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's what you tried. Like,
Yeah.
you know, John was talking to one, and then, you know, me and Ryan and the other 2 girls looked at each other and we're like, oh, looks like they're talking. But that ended 30 seconds later.
Right,
I was like,
right.
oh, let's get back, you know. But
That's I feel bad. It feels awkward.
no, look, listen. Not everything is going to be a line drive single to left. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need those strikeouts every now and
and
then.
it's
you know
less
what I mean?
awkward because you have 2 of your good friends there to
Right.
sort of
Of
buffer.
course.
Right.
Well, here's something
You know what
unbelievable.
grouper
Yeah.
secretly is? It's a way to sort of lessen the shock and awe of a blind date.
Right.
It's sort of just like
And
a
it's
way
all-
to
you can handle rejection better.
Right, right.
But it's funny right now, Grouper, because the guy that signed up, my roommate that signed up for it, got an email the next day, and it was basically like, we have so many females on this website. We're doing 3-to-1 dates right now.
What?
We're 3 girls and 1 guy.
In New York?
Yeah, there's so many girls that are on this.
That's unbelievable.
Wait, 3 girls would be willing to meet up with 1 guy on this website?
Those girls at that point, they're just trying to throw anything against the
Yeah.
wall and just see what sticks. You know what I
Holy
mean?
I think so.
Right?
Jesus, 3-on-1.
The question is, do I go on a 3-on-1?
I think
Yeah,
you do.
dogpile.com.
I'll tell you what, Zach.
Yeah.
I think you do, and then you come back and tell us about this because
would love
I
to.
loved hearing this story.
Knee deep in squid.
It's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, no. So it ended, and you know, it was that awkward silence at the end. We're about an hour in. Where
So how late did you stay out with
well,
them?
we were out with them for about an hour, but it got to the point where they had just finished their wine. We finished our drinks. I look at Ryan. Ryan looks at John. I look at the painting at the wall. I look at my watch. The girls look at each other. They're kind of like whispering. I look at them and I'm like, all right, look, let me just put it out there.
Yeah.
And their eyes were like, oh my
no.
God. Oh my God. What is this guy going to say? And I look at them and I'm just like, all right, here's the deal. The 3 of us are going to go get hammered right now. All right. We're just going out. You're in or you out?
Yeah,
What's the
yeah,
deal?
I like
you
that.
know what I mean? You want to come? Because we could have been like, look, is this going anywhere? That's.
You don't have to dance
You don't have
around
to
it.
dance around. We're
Yeah.
just like, look, we're going out. We're going to get obliterated. It's a Thursday night. It's nice out. You coming? Yes or no? Pointed at the first girl. She's like,
No.
I was out till 4. No.
4?
Yeah, the previous
trust
night.
fund girl.
No, this wasn't the trust fund girl. This was a different one. But she wasn't even out till 4. It was a complete and utter lie. Next girl goes, so I'm like, okay, you're a no. What about you? She goes, no. And then
I love it.
I love that there's no
I go,
excuse.
yeah,
She's
just
like,
all
no.
3 of them.
And just John and Ryan, they're just sitting there like this. Like, come on, we can get
salivating.
one. We can get one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what about you? She goes, no.
Oh, okay. All
Oh,
right.
poor guys.
Swing and a miss.
It's all right.
All right, you struck out, but you know what?
We went to a dirty bar afterwards, though.
Yeah, you did.
It was good.
No
Wait,
worse
tell us
for
that
the wear.
story. That's a different podcast.
That's another
That-
podcast.
yeah, that's
You're no worse for the wear. You guys seem in good shape after the fact.
I'm alive.
I'm not
Yeah.
worried about
I
you
feel
guys.
good.
Are you going to do it again? I mean, it sounds like
Well,
there's plenty
yeah,
of girls.
that's
Here's
the
thing.
question, because will
setup
you do it
there-
again? Yeah.
The setup there was cool. It was easy. It was very seamless. It just
It
we
worked.
went. It worked.
Yeah.
So would I give it another shot? Yeah, I'd wait a couple of weeks and then and they won't set us up with the same girls, obviously, because
Right.
our
Sure.
point guy the first time will be our point man the second time. around.
Gotcha.
It sounds like the lack of details that are provided for each participant.
Yeah.
It's cool, but then it also
hurts you.
Yeah, it also hurts you in the end.
Very interesting sort of business plan they got there.
Yeah.
It'll be around for 3 more months.
And that'll be that. How long has it been around? Does anyone know?
I don't know.
I think it came out in 2011.
Yeah, no,
It
it's
was a
been around
startup.
for about a year or so, but it'll end up getting huge. Like right now, it's different.
You
but
think? You think it's gonna wind up getting
it'll
huge?
peak and then hey, look, there's chicks on there. 3-1 they're offering out. Eventually they'll just have 3-0. They just send you to a bar.
Yeah.
They just get 3 guys. It's like, pay us money. We're just
Yeah.
gonna send you
Right.
to a
We'll just
bar.
tell you which bar you should go to.
Yeah.
But I like the concept of this service because you can also tell people if you do meet someone that you become romantically
Yeah.
involved with. Later on, you can tell people, oh, we met at a bar, and that's not a lie. You know, like you can
Yeah,
tell a
that's true.
story. You don't have to be embarrassed about saying you met on like
Good point.
OkCupid or
Yeah.
like
No, that's a good
Match.com.
point.
All right.
I'll remember that.
I like that.
Well, thank you for coming on and telling us about your grouper story. Please
Anytime.
promise us you'll be back and tell us about your next online dating
Yeah, if you
adventures.
continue
Yeah.
doing this, I would love to talk to you more about online. dating.
Sure. We can do it.
I mean, I think that would just be awesome.
we can roll the tech world into the
Maybe
trying to get
the
laid
three
world.
of us should go on a
we
grouper
should go
date
on a
together.
grouper.
All right, let's cross that bridge when we get there. You seem to be married. If I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
forgot
This is
about that.
But that's okay.
It's okay.
That's all-
You're not breaking the terms of
You
service.
can
with
literally bring
grouper.
your wife and kids with you.
That's
Not
awesome.
bad. We'll take a break. Thanks to Zach for joining us for the first
Absolutely.
half. More 404 right after this. Stick around.
This is the 404 MRFers, the show where we all sing songs.
All right. Welcome back to the 404 show. Man, Zach's not bad, huh?
I love Zach. I want him to be our official online dating correspondent.
Oh, that's it seems like a painful reality to me. No, I'm kidding. For sure. I mean, Zach's great. We'll definitely have him back. Man, nice to know that we have that sort of in our back pocket, little dating
Yeah,
correspondent.
definitely.
You know, feels good.
The idea of grouper sounds really interesting. It's kind of like a wingman meets like group me,
Yeah.
meets like Grub with Us. Remember we talked about that other startup where it's kind of the same idea except it's like meal partners,
Right.
right? Like you meet at a restaurant.
Sure.
They bring 2 friends and you guys all eat together.
I feel like all these sites, it's just people, some of them, it's just a lot of VC money. It's just like, I got an idea.
Yeah.
Why don't we get people to come in and podcast together? Or, you know
It's
what I
very
mean? Like,
decadent, right?
for sure.
Like, oh, we have all these expensive restaurants, and
Right.
rich people that want to eat there.
look, might as well exploit the hell out of that. Strange story though. All those chicks were just. How did
Yeah.
are they like grouper junkies?
It
You know what I
sounds
mean?
like I mean, there's a lot of girls on this site.
Gooper. It should be called Gooper. Chat room says. Agreed, Nick Jack.
Yeah,
Agreed, sir.
I like that.
I
But
like the
I
goop.
wanted to expand a little bit on the criteria for choosing the friends that you want to
Yeah,
go with, right?
yeah.
Because like I feel like each of your friends kind of brings a different thing to the table. It'd be like a Voltron type deal, you
Right.
know? Like you want to bring one friend that maybe is like really funny,
Mhm.
but maybe not funnier than the other 2. I don't
It's a
know.
delicate balance. It's a delicate balance to weave in and out of your friends.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's like having that conversation we were talking about earlier regarding zombies and who you would want in your zombie camp,
Yeah.
right? Like each man brings his own talents to the table.
Everyone is good at something.
Gooper.
Gooper. Everyone's good at something. So you got to pick and choose your teammates
Yeah.
accordingly. All right. Let's. What are we gonna do now? We have a video voicemail. We'll
Okay.
play. Let's maybe do calls from the public first,
Cool.
and then we'll play our. See how bad? Like I literally need octopus tentacles right now.
Yeah.
I'm switching with 3 people. I got the things up.
What's going on over there?
Oh no, we're all set now.
Okay.
All
I have the YouTube video voicemail if you
You
want
want to do that first?
Play that one first.
All right, let's play that first. I believe it's from our good friend Patrick.
Yeah.
All
He's
right, so-
talking about spectators in video games, kind of continuing that conversation. He's talking about Call of Duty in this one, I believe. So let's check this out.
Okay.
It's Patrick from St. Louis/LA, and you guys have been talking about lately, people who like to watch video games instead of play them, and that's pretty much me. I just, I'd rather sit there and just watch somebody play. I kind of suck at video games, but
Aw.
I'm really good at talking crap on people, and so that's what I would rather do. I think for people like me, the best games out there though are like the Tiger Woods games, because all you have to do is do this, and I can do that.
You can do
with
that.
my finger.
Yeah.
And then the entire time you can just sit there and trash talk, which is really the main appeal to the game. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. Keep it real.
All right, dude.
Yeah, I like
Sweet. Thanks for the video voicemail. Please, we encourage that, because if you send one in, you got a 99.5% chance of making it on air.
Yeah.
Whereas opposed to voicemails, you maybe have a 60% chance. All right.
He makes a good point too. If you're really good at talking crap, the online multiplayer aspect,
Oh,
that's
it's
like 50% of the experience.
Oh, it's totally for you.
Yeah.
You know?
And so I guess he didn't talk about Call of Duty in the video voicemail itself, but in the email he's like, I'd rather watch someone else play Call of Duty and laugh at them when they die instead of getting shot in the face myself.
Of course.
Which is why his roommates kind of hate him right now.
Yeah, I mean, look, some people born for some one thing, born
Yeah.
for the other.
Yeah.
This guy's born to hate. Kind of like someone else I know.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
guys
know.
are of like minds.
We are. Very, very good. Thanks for the video voicemail, sir. Let's get to voicemails proper. It's calls from the public time.
Time to show the love. 866-404-CNET.
404.
So yesterday we asked you, our amazing internet viewing and listening audience, come up with some things in your day-to-day lives that would be improved by the advent of better technology.
Yes.
I thought the entire checking and banking system needs an overhaul.
Right.
So you said something about showering, which I thought was
I
pretty
don't want to take them.
You don't want to take them. You just want to be able to maybe perhaps take a pill that keeps you clean
Yeah.
all month. Keep dreaming. But anyway, here's a request for something in terms of showering. Let's hear this.
Hey guys, this is Yoshi. You guys are talking about what technologies you'd like to see improved now. At the store, especially at Costco, they have those Dyson blades that to dry your hands off in the
Yeah.
bathrooms.
Ooh, yeah.
It'd be great when you get out of the shower. If there's a life-size,
Yes.
body-size Dyson blade,
Yes.
you can just walk through. That would just dry you off with warm air. That'd be
How cool
Love
would that,
that.
be? I would
Like a
l-
personal car wash dryer.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, come on. How many times have you been in a crappy restaurant and you push the button and it's just like, it's like, really? That's what I'm supposed to dry my hands on?
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
It never works properly.
Never
either.
works the way it's intended to.
But even more irritating is the actual toweling experience when you
Oh,
come
it's
out
the
of the
worst.
shower,
Oh, it's the
right? Like
worst.
you try to get that spot on your back, you do
Yeah.
like the zestfully
Oh, it's
clean
terrible.
shimmy.
Oh, yeah.
It's weird. I don't like that.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm dry in 45 seconds.
Well, you have extra dry skin. You
I'm-
need a lotion.
Well, that's true too, but I feel like I really accomplish everything very quickly.
Really?
Yeah.
You have like a set thing that you do every time?
I guarantee you, if you were to compile all the drying offs, it would look very similar.
Right.
You know, you always do
That's
certain
what's so
things,
funny. Yeah. I mean, I feel
you
like
know?
everyone has their own ritual when it comes to drying too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like you do the left arm, the right
Right,
arm,
yeah.
and like the back
I
thing.
bet if like you were to just replace that with paint, you would see the same like paint marks all
Right.
over your body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's also best not to think about these kinds of things, but like it's kind of gross to imagine yourself like, maybe wiping your face with the same part of the body that you just used to dry your armpit or other disgusting
But
areas
you're
of your body.
clean, and this is what I don't understand. People who are anal about washing towels.
Right.
When you are drying yourself off, you're the cleanest you can be.
Yeah, okay.
Okay? Now,
But
don't get me wrong. I
Not
understand-
everyone washes parts of their body that they should be washing, so maybe you're drying things.
Let's for the sake of the argument say
Okay.
that you have
You're a
done
good shower.
100% perfect job in scrubbing every last solitary nook and cranny of your disgusting body.
Right.
Right? You're perfectly clean. You start toweling off that towel. You could eat off it. It's just as clean. You're the epitome of clean. All right, fine. I know it's hypothetical, right? So people who like change their towels all the time,
Yeah,
I
I'm one of
don't
those people.
understand that.
I change my towels all the time, and I'm about to have different towels for different parts of the body, like quadrant out my body. You know what I mean? Like,
You're out of your
like a
freaking mind.
Q1
I understand
towel,
if you're
Q2.
I understand if you're a my Q3 towel could use a good refreshing. I understand if you're a chick and you got like long hair. If you're anything,
chicken?
a chick.
Oh, okay.
If you're a guy or a girl with long hair,
Right.
you need a separate towel for that.
Yeah, I guess so.
I get that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Or, I only have one towel, too, so when it comes time to wash that thing and I don't have other laundry to do...
You just don't shower.
No, I'll just use, like washcloths to dry a series of 30 washcloths.
That I've knitted together.
or just T-shirts.
He's a disgusting freak. How often do you wash your towels?
I try to wash my towels pretty frequently, maybe like once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
So, all right. So
It's also equally important to wash your pillowcases. This has become a very boring conversation.
Yes, it
for our
has. But,
listeners.
I feel like there's entertainment to be found in there. All right, let's move on to the topic at hand, improving your day-to-day with technology. Here's a guy who thinks the mail system needs an update.
Hey, guys. This is Gainesville from Joe. And I'm thinking that the mail system needs a technological update. Yeah, I understand we have email, but a lot of companies and businesses and enterprises don't understand and don't take email or stuff like that very seriously.
Yeah.
They like to think that it's official because it comes through their mail. Yet a fax or a scan or an image those things are not as official.
Yeah, I get the point he's trying to make, and I agree. I think it's just a.
I'm not sure. What is he trying to say?
He's trying to say that. I think what he's trying to say is that mail, like the actual
snail mail,
paper, documents that are sent through the mail, as opposed to mail that's scanned when you email somebody. For example, I know this comes up a lot. I brought it up a bunch of times. Just did my taxes. Right. We donated a car last year, and you needed like a 1098-C.
Okay.
To get that done. I call up my accountant. I go, hey, can I fax this, or I'm sorry, can I scan this and email it to you?
Right.
The secretary was like, oh, you're gonna bring that up.
Yeah.
The secretary was like, I'm not sure we do that.
Okay.
Okay. And I said, why? He said, because it's not the same. And I said, well, why is it any different? It's the same exact thing. Okay. It's just ones and zeros. I didn't say all this, but it's ones and zeros just getting sent through the air over to your thing. If anything, it's probably safer, more reliable, and better quality.
Right.
After a conversation, fine. They agreed to do it. All right? But this guy, and you bring your insult on me up in a second.
I can't wait.
This guy, he's trying to say, like, look, there's like that old school mentality, like if it's in the mail and it's certified, it's more official.
Right.
No, there's no difference.
Well,
I mean, look, an original document. You're talking about like a stock certificate, something that cannot be Xeroxed or scanned.
Right.
You need like seals, notarizations.
No, I was gonna say if there's still a notary involved, then that is more official.
Right. But for the most part, for the vast majority of business that gets conducted in this country, a scan or an email, it's fine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what he thinks needs to be updated. Maybe I think that will improve as we age, as we get more and more used to this new technology.
There will be official seals, just like there are
digital
verified Twitter accounts.
Yeah, and there's verified PDFs.
Right.
There's stuff like that.
Right.
Make fun of me.
Speaking of professionalism, so here's a little anecdotal story. Yesterday, Jeff and I sit really close to each other in relation to the office, right?
Yeah.
We're like one cube away from each other. We're neighbors. And Jeff has like usually like a very gruff voice that you hear on the podcast, right? It's always like kind of like sardonic, maybe. How would you describe your voice?
I don't know.
It's like kind of gruff, right?
Gruff, I like it.
Maybe a little bit. Yeah,
Sure.
I like as well, And Jeff has, not a lot of people know this, but Jeff has a phone voice that he uses.
Very, very rarely do I whip it out.
No, I hear it a lot. It's when you talk to like PR people.
Really?
Anytime that you need to be a little more positive than you normally feel.
Because I'm always, just by default, just a dark
Every once in a while, you got to
soul.
blow that black cloud away from your head.
Yeah, like
Just
that.
blow that out.
Right.
And so yesterday, I hear this guy's talking to what must have been his tax account, and he's like, hi, can I get the form faxed over here? I have a 1099. It sounded like Dave Chappelle's white guy voice.
Yeah. I have a white guy
I would
voice.
love for you to do a little bit right now because I'm not doing a proper impression of it.
It's tough to really do it.
I love it.
Do you know what I mean?
I was listening and literally laughing out loud in my cube.
I know. And then while I'm on the phone with this woman, Justin's writing to me. He's like, dude, what the F? He's like, why are you talking like that? And I'm like, what do you mean?
It sounded like a combination of white guy voice and like girlfriend phone voice. Where you're just like, hey, what are you doing? Oh yeah? Okay, I'll be home soon. All right, bye. Which is so weird. I mean, normally it wouldn't be a big deal, but
Yeah.
Jeff's voice usually sounds so different.
And
that
I'm-
it was like polar opposite.
Well, I know. And look, if when you bring up like the PR
Like
people,
job interview voice, exactly.
right? Of course. When it's a PR person that I'm comfortable with and I've been friends with,
Yeah.
the gruff.
Right.
When it's someone
Your normal
or like if I'm talking to like an executive maybe that's over the age of 50.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? I was like, hi.
That's exactly.
I was wondering if I could get this form over to you guys. How's that gonna work?
Yeah, my voice goes up a few octaves so I don't sound as aggressive. It's very nice to talk like this.
My voice becomes non-regionalized.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy could be from anywhere.
Right.
When you're hearing me speak normally, you're like, oh, this guy's an East Coast, New
Right,
York,
this guy's
New
an
Jersey.
This guy's a freaking asshole.
Yeah, I was wondering if I could just send that over to you guys. Is that okay?
No, it's
It was
even
more
nicer than that.
Even nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
All
very
right.
sweet.
Well,
I love it.
Thank
It's like
you.
Jeff with the cherry on
You'll
top.
never hear it. You'll never hear it in its genuine organic form.
No, never. I'm gonna
Just know
record
that. You son of a.
Hi. Thank you.
Let's get back to the voicemails. Can we please? Can we
Okay,
please get
all
back
right,
to these
all right.
voicemails? Here is a question that I am certainly not qualified to speak to. I don't know what this guy's thinking, but here we go. Maybe Justin's more qualified.
Hey, how you doing, guys? This is a question for Jill. I am currently a first year of college, and I'm a non-traditional student. And after all these years, I'm going back. My question is college really worth the price? Tuition costs are extraordinarily so high.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to know if, in the long run, it's actually going to pay off.
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
There's a lot of details that need to be filled
Jeez.
in here.
How much time do you have, sir?
You can't just give a. That's the most blanket statement to be like, college ain't worth it. Don't go to college.
Yeah, I mean,
First of all, so by non-traditional, I think he means that he's not 18 years old. So he said he's going back to school a little bit later in life to get his degree.
I couldn't even decipher
and
that.
That's what he's wondering about. Is it worth it to go to college later in life? Sir, we don't know what you're going to be majoring in. We don't know what college you're going to. So if it's like a state college versus
then maybe
out
he
of
doesn't.
state, it's going to be a lot of different price there.
Well, then maybe he doesn't know this non-secret. Okay.
Okay.
The way it works in this country, just out of the gate, you have a college degree, even if you barely paid it, it doesn't matter. However you acquired a college degree. And yes, for certain fields, it does matter about the reputation of the school you went to.
Yeah.
People with college degrees get jobs more easily than people who don't. It's that simple.
That's true. And
You know?
also, people with college degrees traditionally earn double the amount
Right.
of salary that those don't.
And believe it or not, I've read some stuff that's very shocking. Like people with college degrees tend to live longer as well, which is amazing.
That might be because
A social
related
sort of
to
thing.
the
Right.
having a
But
better
whatever it
job
is, I'm just
allows
saying,
you to
there's
treat yourself
there's
better.
an infinite amount of variables,
Mhm.
and you know if you can afford it. I mean, if you think it's going to put you in debt for the rest of your life, I
Right.
don't know. I know Jill will probably speak to that next week. She has very opinionated thoughts about where the student loan crisis is headed,
Right.
because that's the next one. First it was housing, now it's going to be that.
Sure.
I don't know. I mean, you know, I talked to someone who's skilled in that. We can only give you practical advice that we've had experience with.
Also, without knowing what degree he's trying to get to, I would
Right.
say if you're trying to get some of the general studies away, then, maybe go a little cheaper on that stuff. Go to a community college, right? And then if you want to major in something later on, you could do that.
That's good advice. Maybe if you just want to do your prerequisite stuff,
Yeah.
get that out of the way so you don't have to pay for that.
I know there's a lot of
Or as
online
much.
classes that are discounted
Right.
as well, so
Yeah.
you can do that.
Yeah, so that's seriously we just tried as hard as we could to
Yeah.
answer that as seriously as we
Or
could.
get a janitor's costume and go and pretend that you're sweeping something up in the back of the classroom, and you're going to do a free audit.
Excuse me, scientist.
Have baked quote.
Hello, janitor. Yeah, so good luck with that, sir. All the best to you and your higher education. Finally, some thoughts on Google Glass project.
Hey guys, this is Evan. You guys were talking about the Google Glasses project. I don't know if you guys were thinking. I heard you mention this a little bit about like privacy and stuff like that. I'm a
teacher.
Incredibly scary to someone like myself. I know, Jeff, you were saying in the episode earlier, you've got friends that are teachers, and ask them how they feel about this, because honestly, like, I don't want somebody taking a video of me at all times if that's what they're, in fact, able to do with these glasses. You know, I'd rather remain anonymous so, you know, my employer doesn't, if they check up on me, like, they won't see a video of me just enjoying a beer or something like that and freak out.
Right.
So, anyways, you guys put on a great show as always, and take care.
So, very, very valid point being raised.
Right.
If we live in a world, now think about it, this is a world where it wouldn't look like this, but try and visualize everybody with a lens on their face. And that's what we're talking about.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, we've already seen a lot of controversy over people filming the police, you know, with regards to Occupy Wall Street and all that stuff. So this might make it easier for protesting, but for the general population, I'd be a little freaked out if I didn't realize someone was filming me.
Yeah.
Actually, I was reading about this story earlier, too. So Sergey Brin, the co-founder of Google, was spotted, kind of ironically, at the Foundation Fighting Blindness, wearing these Project Glass glasses. And I don't know if it's because Sergey Brin isn't the coolest looking dude ever, but the glasses aren't exactly fashionable either. Here's a couple of here's one photo of him wearing them. What do you think? Is this something that you would wear? This looks like it would belong in like a chemistry class or something. Or they look like those tinted lenses that Mark wears at his desk so that his precious eyes don't get hurt by the monitor lights.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like we're going to get to the point where it's like, you know, they're just going to have to get it socially acceptable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not going to be right from the get-go, just how 3D glasses are sort of, people are still hands-offish with that.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
I would prefer for Google to just come out with a clip, like an add-on wireless clip that you could, you know, throw into any pair of glasses.
Right.
You know.
That would be cool.
Or attached to your eyebrow or something.
We'll see. Let us know what you guys think. We got to head out of here. Everyone have a great holiday weekend. Want to bring you guys up to speed on a few announcements and upcoming guests. So, Wednesday, Aunt Jill Schlesinger will be back. Just in time for tax day. Friday the 13th.
Oh.
Film director, storyteller extraordinaire, documentary professional, Morgan Spurlock will be on our program. He's responsible for movies like Super Size Me, the McDonald's food industry movie. Where in the World is Osama bin Laden, the greatest movie ever sold, and now the new Comic-Con movie, which is out today.
Yes.
So if you really want to get prepared for next week's show, go out and see the movie that's out today. It's out today in theaters and on demand. So you can get it wherever you are. So that's gonna be fun. And then the week after that is the Gutman on the 20th.
Nice.
Were you gonna say something?
No, I was just going to say that the movie is called Comic-Con Episode 4, A Fan's Hope, if you're trying to look for it in theaters.
All right, so make sure you check that out. That'll do it for us today. Again, happy holidays, whatever you're celebrating. Enjoy yourself. We'll see you guys on Monday. I'm Jeff Bakalar.
And I'm Justin Yu.
It's the 404, high-tech, lowbrow. Have a great weekend.
High-tech, lowbrow.
Shut up.